truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free.
Tonight we got a great episode. It's an amazing episode. Again, y'all see the title, How I Made $1 Million in a Year in Real Life. Profit, no rap cap, no BS. Not off courses, off actually doing the work that I sell courses to. The biggest answer that I could tell y'all how I made $1 million in a year. Ladies, I need y'all to hear me out. I know a lot of y'all getting a lot of money right now. Guess how I made $1 million in a year? I listened. I'll say that again because I know it just struck a nerve. I made $1 million in a year by listening. I did exactly what somebody else in the position, not of that I wanted to be in, but that I respected, told me to do. It wasn't even hard. It was work, but it wasn't hard. I didn't have to come up with the blueprint. I'm not the one who had to figure everything out. I didn't even have to find all the resources. You know what I had to do? I had to continue to put the puzzle together. Keep doing the same thing over and over. Over and over. Over and over. So let me tell you how I made $1 million in a year, man. I got a mentor. Guess what I did with that mentor? I paid him. Let's just start there. I paid him. I gave him some money for the knowledge that he had. He had the results that I wanted. Now, mind you, y'all know I was already in business. Successful business. To be able to pay another man some money, it wasn't just coming out of a 401k. I had already made millions off of doing moves. I already ran the bag up. You're like, oh, you was already... No, let me tell you how I made $1 million in 1 year. Now, mind you, the moving company took a minute to get there. But with the moving company, it was hard work. I had to figure it out. I had to pull the strings. I had to learn on my own. I had to go seek people out. You dig what I'm saying with this, with the real estate? It was a humbug move. Anybody know that got moves, that got a moving company? The money just comes in every day. Like, moving company is... Shout out to Atlanta women. Shout out to the black women. Y'all was my #1 customer. Y'all are amazing. And I know I'm just supposed to be talking about money and how I made my $1 million. I'm going to get there. But let me tell you about this moving company, yo. This made me fall in love with Atlanta. Have you ever, right? So mind you, I go from doing a moving company from working a regular job. I worked a regular job. Let me tell you how I started the moving company. Before we even get into real estate, let me show you how I started the moving company because that's what everybody know me for. I was in the apartment complex off Cobb Parkway behind a car lot called Select Auto. Bankroll Fresh put it in his video. A lot of people do. They had like Ferraris and Corvettes and Lambos and Rolls Royces, and you know they had the Wraiths and the Phantoms and the Porsche Carreras, the 911s. Now mind you, every day I leave out of my house, I got to see this. I was on that lot a lot. I was in this apartment complex. I seen this beautiful young lady. Like, hey, how you doing? What's your name? Where you from? She's like, I'm from Buffalo. I'm like, okay, you finna move in here? She like, yeah. I'm like, shit, I know some people that do some moving. Shoot me your number. She like, give me your number. I'm like, dang. You know, women out of pocket, per usual. Cool. She has her friend hit me up. Like, hey, I need to move this up out of here. You know, all I got is my bed and a dresser. I'm like, okay. So I'm working a regular job, you know, warehouse, you know. I got to go down one more rabbit hole. I don't know how you niggas be working jobs and be out here like stunting, like going to clubs and shit and all that. Cause when I was working a regular job, I'm like, how do people survive off of this? Now, mind you, I come from the streets. You know what I mean? I come from money. You know, before I left the city, $1,000 a day was a normal day. You dig what I'm saying? So when I come down here, I gave my life to the Lord, and He still has it. And I'm working on being a better person, per usual, every day. So when I got down here, I had no drugs, no hustling, none of that. Like, I'm gonna see what it's like to be regular. Shit ain't for me. Anyway, I worked a regular job. I told Shawty, like, hey, listen, my partner moved. She called her people. I called the nigga at the work, at the job. Hey, you got to pick up truck. Let's move, Shawty. Charge you a little bit of nothing. Now, mind you, we talking '08. Real rat, no cat. So I move her. She tell her friend. I move her. Shit, you know what I mean? Amazon is starting to buy the company that I'm working for. Yeah, Amazon.com. Back in '08, before we really knew about Amazon. They gave us stock and all that. Anyway, that's how the moving company started, talking to a female. God bless you, black woman. So it started off like that, right? Then I got a truck. My people invested in me. I let them know, like, hey, look, these people already hit me up. I'm moving in a pickup truck. Like, let's get a truck. They come down. We set up the business, the EIN, the LLCs, the business accounts, you know, whoop, 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 whoop. This shit like the streets. Now, mind you, one thing about me is hustling is in my veins. This shit ain't on me, it's in me. I went and Googled and researched the best companies out there. The very best. They were charging $125. I said, bet, I'm going to do $65 an hour. So on the first time, shout out to her. Shout out to my sister. And a part of this podcast, my sister just helped me get a quarter ticket. Nigga, real rap, no cap. Nigga, we going to talk about it. But I'm so excited about this. So we set the business up. My very first move, my little sister helped me do it. Shout out to black women. My little sister helped me do my first move. What I'm leaving out is I was working for this company called Fabric.com, and I don't care, you know, free publicity. The man's name who owned the company was Steven. Me and my nigga Q, I call him 1800, Quavo 1800. We used to argue because I've been a businessman my whole life. Been on business, and I was telling these people don't really pay no taxes. He like, yeah, they do. We going back. I'm like, bro, this man don't pay taxes, bro. So we go into his office, sit down. This is the owner of the company at the time before he sold it to Amazon, Jewish man. And I'm telling him, like, my ideals and me doing business. I'm talking to Q, not the owner. So we go in there. I'm like, bro, tell him you don't pay no taxes. Q like, man, tell him you pay taxes. He said, both y'all right. He said, I pay taxes, but I don't, because this building here is worth X amount of millions of dollars, and I write off the depreciation every year, and I depreciate this and this and this and this. So I file taxes, but I don't pay taxes. Said, nigga, pay me my money, nigga. These motherfuckers don't pay no taxes. Nigga, I know what I'm talking about, bro. These niggas is intelligent. They know the system. They know the game. So you got to be able to follow me. I know y'all a little slow. Some of y'all could keep up. Say all I had to say. So I've been on business. So when I started this business and my little sister helped me do my first move, I knew it was a takeoff. Oh, bet. We was out putting out flyer. Back then it was hand flyers. Like, it wasn't even like Facebook ads or none of that. It take off. '09 it go. '10 it get a little slow. '11. Shout out to Costa Rica. Listen, I'm finna just take y'all through the story real quick. Before we even get to the real estate, I gotta take y'all through the story. Shout out to Costa Rica, man. AKA Costa Graham. A young lady who knew more about technology and the internet than I did. Of course, she liked me. No, I was not sleeping with her. Facts. But she put me on the Craigslist. She put me on to, all the different sites. So 2011, I've told y'all this. The goal, first 3 months, 2,500. Second quarter, 5,000, 75, 10,000. In the first quarter, we got $10,000. Bet we on. We rocking. That's how I started 2011. Then I met. Shout out to black women. Then I met Paris. I did a move for her friend who was a beautiful young lady, and she told her friend about me. Her friend Nicole, rest her soul. Told Paris about me. Paris is my motherfucker heart today. That's my dog. Don't play with her. She introduced me to Groupon, Living Social, Scout Mob, Half Off Depot. And when you talking about through the roof, that's when a nigga legally start seeing that real money, that real bag. You dig what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you something, and this is all fact checkable. We know how big Groupon is now. Groupon in 2011 was so, new to the game. I was the very first moving company on Groupon in the United States of America. They tried it out in Atlanta. They did it with me. I sold like 350 Groupons. Because back then it was like a 5-day thing that they run. Right now you can go buy every day. It's a store. Back then it was a mental, I don't know the proper word, a mental marketing scam. Not scam, strategicness of you only got 5 days to buy this, and then after 5 days it's not going to be available no more. So I sold 350 of them. Got me a good bag. Now mind you, I was reluctant to do it because it was like they taking half your money. So at this time, I'm charging $125 an hour to work my way up, get into the bag. Now, mind you, I'm all over the place. Just stay with me if you can. You're a part of my tribe. You talking about a nigga making $125 an hour, and the job that I had before, I was making $11. I was making $11 an hour, and then with 2 years, I was making $125 an hour. That was hourly wages. I had to pay my worker. I was paying these niggas like $10, $12 an hour. But it's the great thing about moving. I was getting tipped. So most of these niggas, I was just paying out my tips. So I was really making $125 an hour. I felt like the man, per usual. Wasn't just a feeling that's in me and not on me. So Groupon comes to Paris's office. We do the deal. Living Social, same thing. Scout Mob, same thing. Half Off Depot, same thing. I'm going to keep it 1,000. I have too much clientele at this point. I cannot fulfill these orders. This is called growing too fast. I grew too fast. I had no infrastructure for this. None. Zero. Shout out to Paris. She held a nigga down, helped me out. So I'm running 2-3 trucks a day. This is when I tell y'all I had nights I wanted to cry, but the tears wouldn't come out. I'm going to bed at 2 in the morning, getting up at 6 on a regular. Because these moves are going to 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I didn't know back then. You can't do 3 moves on a day in one truck. Like, I didn't know because they were booking 2-hour Groupons, right? But anything after the 2 hours is $125 an hour. Every single one of them is going over. And I remember a story of a nigga being like the 34th floor, and he booked a 2-hour Groupon. He was like, I only got this and that. It should only take 2 hours. The shit took like 12. And he ain't want to pay. Yeah, wake me up for that. We got the bag at the end of the day. We gonna put it like that. I got the bag. I got all the money out of him. Sir, I'm not used to corporate America. I come from a different life. You can't take food off my table. Life is going good now. The moving company is going amazing. We're making money from every angle. It's like I'm an octopus at this point. Everywhere my tentacles touch, my money coming in. Paris is helping me out through all of this. She put me on game and educating me. Coast is still helping me out. Shout out to Black woman. I told you, y'all great at everything besides relationships. I love y'all. So at this point, I already made money. Now I got an assistant, an in-house assistant, not a VA. I got an in-house assistant. I got about 8 to 10 employees. Business is good. I'm about 28 years old, man. I run the streets. Niggas, hustle for a nigga, but running their business is totally different. And most of these niggas is older and jealous. I don't know where jealousy come from, but y'all should send that shit back to the pit of hell. Y'all see a young 28-year-old nigga out here getting it and providing jobs, boosting the economy, providing a quality service. Anyway, what I wanted to say about Atlanta is I can go out. And when I was doing the moves physically, because they would go out after like 2011, they was going out. But when I would go out, one of them happened multiple times, but I would go out, get paid $125 an hour. They would tip me $100. That's what I would pay my worker for the day. Probably made a band. Then they would tell me, you handsome, let me take you out. I would go home, get in the shower. Now, mind you, I jump on that clean ass BMW 740i L, come back, shit, pay for my meal and shit. You know, do what women do when they like a nigga and invite me back to the house that I just moved all the furniture into. And I ain't paid a penny. I'm getting paid to make women happy in Atlanta, man. I'm trying to tell you, man, ain't no place like that. Hey, and a nigga is not gay. I'm telling you, that moving shit was like some of the best. It was a high, bro. That shit was like fentanyl. It gotta be. Imagine going from $11 an hour to $125 an hour to meeting the best looking women in Atlanta. They're paying you to move their furniture. They're tipping you. They're inviting you back to go to dinner. Then they taking you back to the house that you just moved them in. And it's a nice ass house. And they want you to do some extracurricular activities. Now let's get into real estate. So I meet my mentor online. I'm just following him online. I meet him at Whiskey Mistress. Shout out to all the young ladies going out there messing with the old heads. I don't even know why I was there. I don't know who invited me. I don't know who I was with. I was on something lit. My cruise was out. It's like 2017, 2018, probably, whatever it was. I'm out. I'm having fun, having a ball, pocket full of money, legally. Like when you start getting money legally, it's a different feeling. I ain't looking over my shoulder for no nigga. I ain't worried about 12 when I'm driving. Like, that legal money, it puts you in a different atmosphere. Like, I'm excited. I'm having fun. Whiskey Mistress is packed. The cougars is hollering at me. The young girls is talking to me. I'm buying drinks, having a ball, whoever I'm with, you know it is. I might have went by myself, to be honest, because my best times in everything is usually by myself. So I'm in there, I see him like, hey, you home from Instagram? He like, yeah. I'm like, what's up, man? I've been following you, man. Salute to what you doing, man. I like that. He let me know, like, hey, man, I'm teaching people how to do this. I got an event coming up. You should come. Bet. Later that next day I hit my assistant. Hey, Holmes from Instagram. This is Instagram. He got an event. He had a person helping him. I'm going to drop her name. She's doing very well. She's doing real estate in Dubai. She got businesses in Atlanta. Shout out to Denise Williams. Yeah. Shout out to Denise for handling her business and being an amazing person, man. She's the one who really brought me on. He teach me the game, this, that, and the third. Now, mind you, this like I said, 2017, 2018, I don't take it seriously. I'm getting money. But I want to get more money, and I just want to get in real estate. Now, mind you, I already got a car lot. I got a moving company. I got a TV hanging business. I got the party buses jumping, and I got vending machines. This all before I jump all the way into real estate. I'm already eating, player. You dig what I'm saying? I think some of y'all need to hear this story though. I'm already eating. Come around, I get the house, boom. He tell me what the play is. My course is called the Playbook. Back then, I was the first group of people he was dealing with, as far as with his course and his business. Man, he taught us how to do short sales, how to get short sales, how to rehab very low, how to negotiate, how to talk to the realtors, how to call divorce lawyers. He was dropping so many jewels that you're not going to be able to do them all at one time, right? So I did my first house in like 2019. It's the only, I think he was half Mexican, half white, because he wasn't no real Mexican. He did a terrible job. Anyway, I sold the house to a lady who we became good friends. And her daughters, we became good friends also. So, you know, I got to meet her and her family. We got to kick it for several years, you know what I mean? She was an awesome person, good. I was able to see the house after I rehabbed it several times. Anyway, I told her one day, I said, hey, sell that house. I said, because I sold you that house for the low. That house, I was really supposed to make an extra $30,000, $40,000 off of it. I said, but because it was in East Point has shut me down. Y'all know East Point code enforcement, hell. I'm like, man, I just want to get rid of it. So I sold it to her. Still ate, but it wasn't a real eat. And I let her know like a year later. I said, hey, go and sell that house. She made $110,000 off that house. So y'all say, well, damn, nigga, you telling us all this backstory. How did you make $1 million in a year? I listened. I listened to my mentor. He told me what I should be doing. He gave me the game on how you supposed to do these rehabs, how you supposed to be in and out. I had to tell y'all the backstory because I let y'all know I had too much motion going on. I wasn't even focused on it. I was just chilling. I was cooling. Like, imagine being asleep. Like y'all rap and talk about it and be online with all this goofy shit. Anybody that know me, that can verify, they'll tell you, I'm asleep, getting real money, bro. I got 3 trucks out. I'm not gonna brag like I got 50 trucks and all of them are doing $1,000 a day. Nah, that's cap. We doing $1,000 to $2,500 a day off these trucks. We doing good. I'm asleep. Probably hung over half the time. Probably with your bitch the other half of the time. So, you know, I'm feeling like life's great. I just get this epiphany. I want to go do this real estate shit, man. So last year, 2021, I took it serious. I said, man, man, I'm going to run a ticket up in this shit. And that's what I did from listening. He gave a blueprint. He told me how to rehab houses at a very inexpensive cost. I'm going to give y'all some of the game, some of the sauce. You make money off the buy, not just the sale. And you probably don't get that. Like, how are you making money if you buy it? Your investment is going to let you know what you're going to be able to sell it for at the end. I'm not buying at the top of the market, nor am I buying rehabs that need walls tore down, so to speak, and all everything. I buy cosmetic. What is cosmetic rehabs? When your black woman is already beautiful, but she ain't got no makeup on, and she ain't got the best clothes on. She basically walking around in holy sweatpants and a long t-shirt and her hair a mess, and you know what I mean, a little crust in her eyes because it's the morning. And you put a few dollars behind that beautiful black woman, and they like, God damn. She don't need no lipo. She don't need no BBL. She don't need a mental health doctor because she not throwed off. That's what I mean by cosmetic. The house don't need no new furnace. It don't need no new AC unit. It don't need the walls tore down. It don't need nothing but paint in the kitchens and the floors fixed. We get quality things that at a good price. We buy cosmetic rehabs. That's the key. Cosmetic rehabs. If your girl need more than cosmetics, then you might want to get a new girl. If the house is more than cosmetic, now mind you, y'all seen some of my deals. I bought something as I progressed in my real estate experience. I've knocked a couple walls down, but it wasn't because they had to be, because the floor plan was changing in Atlanta. Everybody wanted an open floor plan, so I would knock the wall down, not because it was falling down. You dig what I'm saying? And let me tell you something about this, and they can hate and they can come after niggas and say whatever. I'm not buying no house that I need a permit for. That's another reason why y'all niggas go wrong. Y'all getting houses and y'all gotta get permits, and it's slowing y'all down. So long story short, I start buying houses. I buy 2. I buy one in College Park. I buy one in Florida. Shout out to my nigga Rob, who was a part of my mentors group, who threw it in the group. I'm like, bet, nigga, I'm gonna go to Florida. Like, nigga, we getting money all over. It don't matter where we at. Y'all know I'm getting money. Now, mind you, everything I said before this, I still got all these other businesses going on. I'm still hustling. But I delegated all of this to somebody else. I allow somebody else to run my moving company. I allow somebody else to sell the cars. I allow somebody else to, you know, do these 2 things. And I actually shut down the hanging TVs and vending machine. I'm not finna keep running back and forth to this shit and doing this goofy shit. Let me go and do this. I do that, buy them 2. They get on the market. I go buy 2, 3 more, 2, 3 more. Anyway, I end up buying like 12, 13 properties that year. And I'm rehabbing them in 2 weeks. College Park, 2 weeks. I go to Florida. Literally, my son helped me 1 week. The next week is either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And y'all know me, I don't celebrate holidays. No way. I went back down there and finished that bitch out. I think it was Christmas because it was a Black Friday. No, it was Thanksgiving because it was a Black Friday sale. And that's how I got the granite. So it was Thanksgiving. I'm like, man, fuck that food. I don't even eat that shit no more. So I did that in Florida. Then I came back, bought some more in Riverdale, bought some more in Jonesboro. And I just went crazy and was just buying. Because they turned me on to hard money. He gave me the blueprint on how to get the money. He gave me the blueprint on how to get the contractors. Them the two hardest things, the money and the contractors. What else is it? You got to know how to purchase, what to look for. Again, men and women, I'm going to always tie this shit into relationships. You got to know how to identify what's cosmetic. You think you getting a cosmetic female, but nigga, her plumbing system work. That's going to cost you some racks. Her HVA system out. That's going to cost you some racks. She need a new roof. You dig what I'm saying? You gotta know how to identify. I teach y'all that. My mentor taught me that. I'm not finna act like I created a new blueprint. No, I took what he taught me, I added my own sauce. So how did I make $1 million in a year? I sold 12 properties in 1 year. Yeah, I went crazy. By myself. No hedge fund, no partner, none of that. When y'all was looking at my Instagram and y'all look at my TikTok, and most of y'all who was looking at my stories on Instagram and y'all niggas was coming to me for advice, nigga, I was solo dolo, me and my sister. So that's just another part of me. Me and my sister did 5 by herself. We was out here grinding. Don't talk to me about hustling. Don't say nothing to me about hustling when my little sister out here doing shit and putting in toilets and picking up furniture and doing everything that need to be done. My little sister doing. That's why I don't give you niggas no sympathy or no mercy when it come to getting the bag. Don't talk to me about that if you're not putting no work in. Nigga, we have literally been around 285 2 to 3 times in a day, literally. Got a crib in Smyrna. Then we got to come to exit 7. Then we got to come down south to exit 2. Then we got houses in Jonesboro, got to go a little farther. Then we got houses in Decatur, got to go to Decatur. And then we got to swing back around. And we might have to do that shit 2 times because I didn't have my system in place because I was learning. I was doing multiple houses at one time, so I wasn't able. I wasn't going to say I'm not able. I did not have my carts ready to have what I got now, which is a system, and I could just push a button and order everything off Amazon and Home Depot, and they're going to deliver it to whatever house. So I'm running back and forth to all these houses. The contractors need this. All right, I'm going to go get it. What y'all need? I'm going to go get this. When y'all see me at all those houses and I was coming, even like when I came from Dubai last year and I came and I wasn't even home a few hours and I got my baby and y'all see me at the house, what y'all need? You dig what I'm saying? Because I was moving so fast on so many houses and was making so much money at one time. I was hustling. So how did I make this $1 million? I listened to somebody. At the end of the day, that's it. I listened to somebody else who had already done it. That's it. Life is about listening. If you believe in the Bible, you a Christian, a kingdom believer, guess what it says? One of the biggest bars. There's nothing new underneath the sun. That means somebody already know what you want to do. Pay the cost. I paid the cost. I took the advice and I put the work in times 10, nigga. Times 10 with my little sister, my younger sister. Beautiful black female. I love y'all. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't think I don't love y'all. I'm running back and forth to Home Depot and Lowe's. As my son, we went to Home Depot and Lowe's 7 times one day in Florida. 7 times, nigga. I ain't know the game like that. And guess what I didn't do one time? Complain, cry, bitch, moan. Oh, I got the wrong piece. Gotta go back and get the other one. Shit, this one wrong too. I didn't know. It's all right. It was a learning process. I knew the bag was there. And y'all go ask Rob. I don't even know his last name. Ask Rob with the beard. That's what I call him. Rob with the beard. He got the house for like $115. He sold it to me for $125. Y'all could go look at my TikTok. I'm telling y'all the truth. This is real numbers. He sold it to me for $125. I probably put $20,000 in that house most. I painted the entire outside by myself. Me and my son painted the inside. I had a nigga come through and do touch up on the outside as far as the trim. He touched that shit up. And then I had to pay somebody to do the touch up trim on the inside. I paid for granite. And I paid for flooring. And I paid one nigga to come patch some holes up. But everything else me and my son done, so I made a hell of a profit. I sold that house for like $215 or something. You could do the numbers. This is the time we making $60,000, $70,000 off each house. That's how I made $1 million. I did 12 properties. I made $100,000 off of 3 or 4 of them. I made over $100,000 off of them. That's $400,000 right there. Y'all can go look them up. Treadway, 100 rack A's. Colgate, damn near 100 rack A's. Talbot, 100 rack A's. The crazy thing is, one of the properties, I just sold that bitch. I just made $250,000 profit. I'm going to come here this next episode, and y'all going to hold me to it. I'm going to bring paperwork out. Because a lot of niggas just be throwing out numbers and be exaggerating. Like, oh, I made 250 and them niggas really made like 230. I know how we exaggerate. No, I really made 252,000 if you wanted to be exact, nigga. Yeah. And I still act the way I act. I still ain't went and bought no new car. Nigga, I been up. I still drive a regular S550. I still got not even the newest Corvette. I'm not keeping up with you niggas. My last name is Jones, nigga. Y'all gotta keep up with me, nigga. This shit in me and not on me. Yes, I really made $1 million doing this shit, man. On top of what I'm already doing. And so when you think I'm gonna let a bitch play with me, you got to be confused. I know this is supposed to be just a business episode, but I'm gonna mix the two. Cause I do business and pleasure. Yeah. She around me. It's highly likely she been around me. Yeah. But how do you make $1 million in real estate? Follow the blueprint. I'm gonna pop my shit a little bit more. Now, mind you, I sell my courses for 5 figures. Let's just be honest. It's a $10,000, $20,000, and $30,000 course. And guess what these people don't do after they pay me? They don't listen. They take their old thinking and put it with new thinking and think I'm gonna listen to them. Well, don't you think? And I just had to tell one of my, I don't even want to say students, someone who bought a course. If the way that you was thinking was the right way of thinking and you knew what I knew, you wouldn't have paid me. Why do y'all go pay people and think they're going to conform to the way that you think? What sense does that make for me to pay this man and tell him what I think about what he's already successful on and I want to learn from him? Imagine paying to go to Michael Jordan's camp and you get to play him one-on-one and learn from him for 30 minutes and you get to telling him what you think. I don't understand it, but how did I make $1 million in real estate? I listened. That simple. If y'all want, I can get my mentor in here. He'll tell you the truth. And one thing I was able to do, this is a fact. So we been 2 weeking it. Shout out to Mr. 2 Weeks Out, but that's what I say. Hey, Mr. 2 Weeks, when I get done with these properties, I'm like, hey, Mr. 2 Weeks. I ain't trying to claim his name or his title or his position, none of that. Shout out to him, love him and his loft and his I'm gonna say a moving company. His what's that shit when you live? His gym. Yeah, he got a gym. You know what I mean? But if y'all see my Instagram, like Mr. Get Done in 2 weeks. That's my average. Mr. 2 weeks, I get done in 2 weeks. Now I had a few properties take 30 days. You know, I ain't never had no 2-month property though. Like I had one property to let me explain. So out of all those houses, I don't think I never went longer than 30 days. To be honest with you. Most of the time 2-3 weeks. But recently this year, because I'm still getting money this year. This the whole thing. I'm still getting money. I'm going to come out and let y'all know I just made 300 racks in like 30 days. Maybe 45 at the most. But since I've been offline, nigga, I done ran up 300 racks and don't even act like it. I don't care. I care about taking care of my family. But this particular property is what helped me make some more money. My mentor put up the post of me atting him, just let him know, hey, Jay, I don't know if this the record or not, but I just got done in the house in 8 days. Real rap, no cap. I got done with a house in 8 days. Why? Because it was the buy. It wasn't a hard rehab. I still had to do everything, change all the toilets out, paint all the cabinets, fix the floors. You dig what I'm saying? Paint the outside. You know what I mean? Do the plumbing. The regular cosmetic stuff is still what I had to do. I still knocked it out in 8 days. 8 days. Hey, you know what he told me? You got the record, bro. Salute. Because I learned from him. I don't care if I do a house in one day. I can't say I'm better than him in this. I've learned from him. Michael Jordan can't be better than Dr. J because Dr. J was the blueprint. Yeah, Dr. J ain't got as many titles as Michael Jordan, but wasn't nobody flying through the air to inspire. When someone inspires you, you always show that gratitude back. You dig what I'm saying? When folks come before you, you got to show that back. And that's just one. Now, listen, my mentor got hella shit going on. Building new developments, multifamily use, courses. You think my courses is expensive. His shit through the roof. He's selling them. Shout out to him. You dig what I'm saying? He handling his business. He doing what he's supposed to do. I say all to say, I listen. I want this episode beyond how to make $1 million. It should be tagged, I listen. I followed the blueprint. So many of us out here don't follow the blueprint. We try to rearrange it. Now, mind you, I got a lady right now. I'm just going to be honest. I just made $30,000 off of her. And she not listening. She not following the playbook. My shit called the playbook. You're arguing with the nigga you hired about what you think and you don't know. This is where we go wrong at. I don't understand it. Ain't no way somebody can get $30,000 out of me, off of me, with me, and I'm gonna argue and I don't know shit. I ain't never done what they done. And because they've done what they done, I want to do what they do and get their results, and then I'm going to argue with them about their results, and I'm going to argue with them about the way that they're doing something that I just paid them to do. This shit is absurd. It's okay. It come with the territory. I'm okay with it. Hey, listen, I'm still going to keep selling these courses. I'm still going to keep rehabbing these houses. Let's see. Look, I'm going to let y'all see something. We're going to see if it come up. Just to let y'all know, like, courses is not where I make majority of my money from. Nowhere near. I still do houses. So let's see if y'all can see this. Hold on. Maybe if I turn the screen down. Let me see. Just so that y'all can, hold on. A little bit. I don't know, but if y'all can see. Anyway, that's a house right there. That's a house right there that a realtor is sending me. I'm going to tell y'all what it say. So, yeah, the price is right here is the address. I'll give y'all the address. Y'all might get to the house before me if this episode drop. 4055 Darien Court, Ellenwood, Georgia, 30294. It's 2,346 square feet. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 comps. I mean, 2.5 bedrooms. They say it got great comps. It's tenant occupied. Hey, need your company and email address. I need proof of funds. I said, okay, send him now. I sent him my proof of funds. This is today. This ain't yesterday. I'm going to tell y'all what day this is. Today is the 25th at 7:24. This is at 7:24 that I'm doing this. I do this in real life. Ain't no rap cap, man. I keep telling y'all that. See, the thing is, I wish I could be like this. Well, the way that I made $1 million is I hired a mentor and I did the right things. I followed a 10-step plan. I did what I was supposed to do. I have the sauce. I gave y'all the sauce. I done gave y'all this shit for free for the last 4-5 years. I've been telling y'all niggas what to do for free. Guess when niggas start buying it? When I start charging. Guess who start following it? When I start charging. I've been telling niggas, I want everybody to eat, nigga. I don't care. I still tell my little nigga, like, bro, you better invest in these houses, nigga. You still trapping, nigga. You better give me 100 and let me go flip a house. I tell niggas that's on their way to jail, nigga, you better go buy a house. Let that shit sit, cause you ain't coming home to that money. You ain't, listen, I don't care how much money you got, you damn near ain't coming home to it. Cause you gotta have somebody have access. If it ain't in no bank account and just sitting, you ain't coming home to that money. If it's in a stash spot, you're not coming home to that money. Put that bitch in a house. Go buy a house. And you'll own it free and clear. And once you own a house free and clear, whatever the rent is, that's what you make your people live off of. So if you're getting 1,000, 1,500, 900, that's what your people got to live off of, minus what you hustling in jail or whatever else you got going on. That's what you really want to hustle. Go buy a house. Go buy a house for $200,000. You damn near guaranteed $1,000 a month. Any $200,000 house, you get $1,000 in rent. That's $12,000 a month that your people got to get. There you go. When you come home, your shit gonna increase 10 or 20%. So you can come home to 210, 220. But if it was just like the market we seen, that 200 would have turned to 350, nigga. By it sitting. You have an asset. Not somebody just going to get your money and run. Nah, let that little $1,000 come through. Let that little $1,000, $2,000 a month come through, nigga, if you on your way to jail. The playbook, it was originally called, you want to know the original name of the playbook? Dope Boys of America. That was the original shit. Let me show y'all how to. I wanted all the dope niggas to get out the game because I know how it was to have a whole bunch of money and not know what to do with it. I was showing niggas how to do trucking, start car lots, and do real estate. It was actually 3 playbooks in there. And you know what these niggas did? They wasn't buying. You know who was buying? The women. I'm like, these niggas really out here? I see you. I know what you doing. I see how much money you get. You not going to invest none of it? You're not going to flip a house, nor are you going to invest. All right, fuck it. I'm just going to fuck that. Forget the Dope Boy of America book. You know what I mean? Dope Boy Corporation, whatever. I'm going to go and just do the playbook, and whoever want to buy it, and it's been selling crazy. Why? Because real estate, they need somebody that's like me. I'm not everybody. I'm not looking. If you don't relate, don't buy. If you don't want to listen verbatim, don't buy. I'm not that. I'm him. I'm not him. I'm him. You got to be able to relate to me and be like, I like how he talking. I see what type of time he on. I've been following Holmes. He got both sides of the best world. He got the best of both worlds. Let me figure out what he got going on. Let me pay him. If you ain't tapped in like that, you can't ask me 1,000 questions. You can't ask me to run down my resume to you because you giving me a little funky $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 and then I'm supposed to kiss your ass. Nah, that's not how this works. I'm going to respect you. I'm going to do everything I say I'm going to do. And if you don't hold up your end of the bargain, that shit's over with. Like, damn, what kind of course you running? Nah, this not no nigga shit. I don't run nigga shit, though. I talk like a nigga. But anybody know when I get in them rooms with them people, nigga, I turn this shit off. I get to talking very elegant. Just so that I can understand and secure the bag to make sure that everything that we're encompassing is making sure that it's for the greater of the good of my community and my people. You know, I can get in that room and talk with the best of them, get my head down and put this you know what I mean? Put this material on it and talk with the best of them. You dig what I'm saying? But when I'm talking to y'all, this just being candid. I'm just letting y'all know how like I really run this bag up on a regular. I really take no nonsense from nobody. We can really get this money as a team. It's enough money out here for everybody. I'm not fighting nobody to get this money. Can't nobody put a 2 to me and take this house, nigga. This is some of the best money in the world. The easiest money in the world. I ain't out here having to pick up tile, so to speak. I ain't got to paint no wall. I got crews. I got niggas doing this for wholesale. They got wholesale prices. How many niggas you know can get a roof done for $3,500 including material? How many niggas you know can get labor done for 2 bathrooms, the floor tile from the floor from the floor up, and tile for the shower, the bathtub, and tile the floors for $3,000? Nigga, these real numbers. $1,900 for granite in both bathrooms in the kitchen. This why my playbook's so successful. This is not bragging. I'm telling y'all the things that are in here, which really goes on how I'm able to make $1 million, how I can really have a $30,000 budget and only spend 16. So my profit already got 16 up front. Yeah. Real motion. Yeah. I told you I'm going to bring the paperwork out on you. You know, niggas like to have paperwork party about that bullshit. We're going to have paperwork party about real money. I'm going to bring the paperwork. I don't do receipts. I just do evidence. You know, niggas be calling that like I feel like that's for female. I'm just gonna bring the paperwork out. We can see what when it say cash to close and when it say cash to seller. Them some numbers you could look at. When it say cash to seller, and then you gotta break them numbers down. It'll show you what the realtor was getting, what this person was getting, this, that, and the third. It'll break it down. If y'all really want me to break it down, I'll have a paperwork party with y'all and show y'all $1 million profit off of real closing documents. I do this. And I'm proud to say I do this because we could be talking bullshit. We could talk about sliding and drilling. No, man, I'm talking about generational wealth, wisdom, getting some money, still helping niggas in the street if you go to jail to come back home to some money. I'm talking about a real M out here. That was nigga already getting nigga working on. Man, listen, man, my goal right now is 25 M's. Not going to rap capture like I got 25 M's. My goal, yeah, I do. I'm going to say it. I am going to have that. And I'm still going to be me. How do you make $1 million in real estate? You got to follow somebody's blueprint. You got to not question who they is and what they got going on if you see the results. Y'all have seen my results for years now. Y'all have watched me rehab houses in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Y'all have watched me make hundreds of $1,000s off of houses. Y'all seen the 6-figure deals. Y'all seen me saying 40 ball, 40 ball, 40 ball, 60 ball, 70 ball, 80 ball, 100 ball, 100. Like, just go through the TikTok. Go through the TikTok and watch. Like, I got the little skits in there because I'm still a human and I have fun. But if you really go and look where I'm changing, you'll see Riverdale, Jonesboro, Decatur. I'm really out here doing that. Them is real numbers. I'm really, rarely ever do I spend all of my rehab budget on these houses. I'm really out here budgeting 30, 40,000, spending 20, 25,000, budgeting 20, spending 12. The house in Florida, I'm not lying. It's 2 houses, and you can ask my realtor, and I'll bring her on here. The house in Jonesboro I got for like 150, 155. I had a budget of 30. I couldn't spend no more than $15,000 on that house. The house in Tallahassee, I had another budget of 30. I might have spent about $18,000 on that house, start to finish. These real numbers, because I don't go in and try to tear the kitchens out. I don't go in and try to put tile everywhere. I go in there and just redo the house the way it is and just make it look better. Kind of like I do you a beat. I'm gonna be nice. Anyway, playbookforflipping.com. You could go cop that. How I made $1 million is I listened to somebody else, added my research, added my sauce, used my mind. I did the work. I got up day in and day out. I got an account with Home Depot and Lowe's and was in there all day, every day. I created connections and resources and network with everybody that I could. But at the end of the day, all I had to do was listen to somebody else who already made $1 million off of it. So I did what they did, followed their blueprint. And guess what they told me? They said, hey, do your own course. Hey, the shit that I'm teaching you, teach somebody else. And then he told me, hey, you getting such good prices, start you a construction company. Start charging others because your prices is astronomically low. If you getting them for those prices, just got a 2,000 square foot house done, carpet and flooring the whole house for $3,100. Real rap. But anyway, man, it's your boy King Ed. That's how I made $1 million. If you want to make $1 million, man, eventually, you dig what I'm saying? Go to that playbookforflipping.com, man. Salute. And if you women want a man, maybe you should listen. I'm out of here.